What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction from a batch of tracks sent to me recently by a great friend of the channel, Kim, who had grouped a number of tunes under various themes that are either continually relevant or particularly relevant in this moment in time. And this is another one that she put in relation to Pride Month, and it's another one by Marc Almond. And this is one which apparently is recorded by Marc in 2024, but was, I guess, done famously by Sammy Davis Jr. decades ago, I'm assuming. And it's called I'm Not Anyone. And she also mentioned, did Kim, that this track has a couple interesting videos from Marc. One which is like him singing, but I guess there's another one which features a number of prominent figures in the history of gay rights movements and so on. But yes, she did mention that there's a line in the song that takes on a different connotation when Marc sings it relative to someone like Sammy Davis singing it, which is about being full of pride, so it seems like a really good fit. Let's give it a listen. I'm always keen to hear Marc Almond, and knowing that this is so very recent, I wonder if the difference in his vocal delivery will be discernible, which is not in any sense a suggestion that I might be critical. Indeed, I enjoy a number of artists that I knew back in the 80s as a kid and that I still listen to this day. And one of my favorite singers, Dave Gahan from Depeche Mode, I can definitely tell a difference from his voice now, like 4+ decades ago, relative to more recently. But it's just an observation on a, like a, not a technical level, but as a personal interest in just hearing how someone's voice evolves. So, in any case, let's give it a listen. This is Marc Almond performing a song called I'm Not Anyone, which again apparently was done by Sammy Davis Jr. a while back, but is recorded here by Marc in 2024.
I'm not anyone, no, not just anyone. I have a right to lead a life fulfilled with every need. I'm not any man designed to fit someone's plan. I have my own desires, all the things a man aspires. No, I'll not be used, misled, deceived, or abused. No, sir, not me. I'm free. I'll not give away the freedom I have is to stay, to say I do. I don't. I will. I won't. Know thyself, these words are true. Know thyself, I hope I do. Toiled a while, but not in vain. I removed the child, the man remained. Life's filled with those who fail, the weak, the wrong, the meek, the frail, those who just refuse to try, those who just live to die. I'm not one of those. I'm full of pride, I suppose. I say it loud, I am proud. I'm not space. I don't want a number, a face. No sir, not me. I am free. I live my life on the line. This freedom I've got is all mine. No sir, not me. You see, I'm free. No, I'm not. I'm not being used, misled, deceived, or abused. No sir, not me. Not me. I'm not anyone.
But at the end of the tune, I was noticing that deep and groovy bass line. But throughout the tune, I'm noticing the strings and the big flourishes. It really had a bit of a 70s vibe. It felt like a early to mid 70s kind of track, and it had a lot of old-time grandeur. It was very uplifting and bright sonically, even before we get to the lyrics, which again, he is arguing for his right to be the way he is and to not conform to expectations about what a man has to be or what any human has to be, and specifically not being subject to abuse and maltreatment by those who, again, would seek to impose their own understandings, expectations, or mores. So yeah, it's a very validating and empowering tune. I do wonder if there's any differences in the lyrics between, say, the Sammy Davis version and this one, but if they are all the same, then I suppose it is remarkable the way that different lines can certainly transcend individual like communities and identities if the larger understanding relates to a number of, again, communities and identities that are marginalized or maligned or otherwise treated unfairly. So yeah, I do wonder about the lyrics, but certainly they sound very powerful and well crafted to fit the connotations and the understandings that Marc is providing from, his own point of view, if you will. So yes, ultimately I love his performance. You can hear his voice difference. It still sounds very Marc Almond. If I had only heard the early 80s soft cell stuff and then I heard this, I'm pretty confident I'd be able to identify who was singing, but certainly his voice does sound a bit older. It sounds a bit deeper relative to the younger Marc that I've heard in the 80s soft cell. And admittedly, the other tune I reacted to, what year was it? I want to say it was like early 2000s. In the moment, I'm forgetting. Oh no, I'm wrong. It was early 90s. So yes, I suppose that vocal performance was much more similar, if not roughly identical, to the soft cell material in their original phase. But this definitely, you could hear a bit of distinction and age in his voice, which again is not in any way a critique. But yeah, a beautiful song, a bright song, a throwback kind of tune, even if it was recorded in 2024. So thank you again to Kim for providing all these songs and a lot of context and insight for me as I've gone through them. I'm going to try to complete all of the playlist by this coming weekend, by this coming Sunday if I can, so that's the plan. Probably a couple more in this batch, so keep an eye out. Do let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.